In this video, I think I am going to give you the key to having successful weight loss on any weight loss program. It's not even that original of a concept, but I do believe it is the key for me to be able to have successful weight loss. The key is to have food that you love available to you at your most vulnerable times of the day. So think about, when are you most vulnerable? For me, it is lunch at work and the end of the night. What I decided long ago when I was on Weight Watchers was I need to make sure that I always have food that I am able to eat without going off plan. But that takes some preparation. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. I'm excited because I think some people, this light bulb moment comes on during their weight loss journey that all of a sudden they're like, that's it. That is what I need. And this was one of those moments. For me, it was. So now I'm going to show you, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. Now I'm going to show you the meals that I made yesterday. I am so excited that I have 16 lunches frozen in my freezer right now. For the next 3 weeks, I do not need to make myself a lunch for work. I am not a chef, and I'm not a cooking channel. You will know that by how I filmed this. I'm not a cooking channel. I am not an original kind of like, let's put these foods together and make this. No. I need someone to tell me exactly what to make, and then I'll make it. So that's what I did. I'm linking all the information below so you guys can go to these blogs or the video or whatever and give them the credit, because they're the ones who came up with these foods, not me. The first thing I made was taco cups. So for these taco cups, basically what they are is kind of like a bread kind of cup in a muffin. You need to make taco meat. So I made taco meat with beef. Then you're going to use baking powder, coconut flour, salt, butter, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, eggs, and you push it all down and you put it in the oven, and for some reason, it says it will poof up. Well, it major poofed up. Like, I was like, oh, this is big. So it says to push it down if it does that. Well, of course it's gonna do that. It's got baking powder in it. So I did it and I pushed it down. Then I put the taco meat in it and I put it, and cheese on top, and I cooked it again. Okay, let me say, wait. I filmed myself. Here's my reaction. I don't think this worked, but I'm gonna give it a taste with all the stuff on it, and we'll see. Well, it tastes good because it's taco meat. I mean, it does taste like bread, but it didn't hold its shape, so I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, it tastes good, but I don't think it was worth the work to make all that. Okay, as you can see, it was kind of a dud. I did like the taste of them. Here's what I would do differently. I think this would be really good in like a 9x13 or a 8x8 pan. Put the bottom of it full of the mixture, the bread type mixture. Put the taco stuff on top, and then cut it in more like almost like a cake kind of thing, but obviously taco. I think that would work better. It tasted great with the avocado on top and the tomatoes. It was delicious. So I am gonna eat them. The taste was great. Just the way it did not look like the blog did, no, not at all. So that one was a dud as far as how it looked, but the taste was good. So the next thing I made was chili. Now this is nothing, there's no blog, there's no nothing. It's just literally ground beef, a packet of chili, you put in the tomato sauce in it, and you're done. Now with keto, you do not add beans. Beans are very high in carbs. So I didn't add the beans. It's literally just the ground beef with the seasoning in it. And those made a few meals. I even made a small one because Rachel likes it. When I take this to work, obviously I freeze this. When I take it to work, I always bring in maybe some sour cream if it's a little too spicy. I will put avocados sprinkled in with it, and I might sprinkle it with some cheese, but it's a very filling meal, so I usually don't bring too much with it at all. So Chili is always a winner. Even in the summer, I will eat chili because I work in an office where it's air conditioning. I'm freezing. Air conditioning. Air conditioning. Okay, the next thing I made was meatballs. Now, I've made these before. I made them on Weight Watchers when I did that. The only thing I do different, so on Weight Watchers, I would put them in the air fryer and I wouldn't put them in the pan because obviously when you fry them in with olive oil, it adds points to it. So if you're on Weight Watchers, put these in, which I'm not sure why you would watch this video if you're on Weight Watchers, but just in case you are, put them in the air fryer. But I put them in a frying pan with some oil, olive oil, and I used 93% fat turkey breast or turkey meat. And I keep pointing, I'm sorry. These are just delicious. And then I use the Rayo's marinara sauce over top. Now, when I take these to work, I will bring some mozzarella cheese to put in with it. And it is just one of my favorite things to eat for lunch. So the last one is lettuce wraps. I did not make this one for a meal. I made this one actually for our dinner. So it's not one of my lunches, but I wanted to talk about it because it ended up being really good. Now this is not going to taste like P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. When I gave it to my husband and my son, when we started eating it, Doug, my husband, was like, well, this doesn't taste like P.F. Chang. I'm like, I didn't say it is. It's just a lettuce wrap. It's totally different taste, but it tasted good. It was really good. I was so surprised because when I first started putting it together, it was very non-creamy. And then all of a sudden, as it warmed up, it got creamy. I was like, wow, that was really good. So I highly recommend the lettuce wraps. We have some left over, so I might take it for a lunch. What a great lunch it would be. And then just bring the lettuce in a separate container. If I still had those munchies at the end of the night, that would be a good snack to do. The next thing I made was crack chicken. Oh, my heart. It's called crack chicken because it's so good. It has chicken breast, obviously, but it has bacon, and you use the bacon fat, which I forgot to keep this time. I usually do. Totally forgot it. And then it has a creamy mixture on top, and it's kind of a ranchy kind of flavor. It's so good, and it freezes really well. So I highly recommend making this cracked chicken. I've talked about it before on this channel. It's just one of my favorites. So make this. If you're on keto, you will love this. And it made a lot. And it's very filling. There is nothing I need to bring with me to have this. I literally just microwave it. All of these I just microwave. You got to make this stuff. Okay, so then I also made a couple snacks. One of these I've talked about before. I made these broccoli cheddar rounds. These are so good. They're only 1 carb per each round. So I wouldn't go and eat 10 of these, of course, but they're an awesome snack. If I have a smaller lunch, I'll take these with me and it'll be 1 or 2 or 4 snack kind of things that I eat with my lunch. And these are just delicious. They are easy to make. The key to this is to get as much of the liquid out of the broccoli broccoli cauliflower mixture. The key about this is just to get all of that out, and then you have a drier round. It really is easy to do, but just make sure you do that step or you're gonna have soggy, and you don't want soggy. I also made these keto breadsticks. Now, this is just really easy. You just need to have the cheese there and all grated and everything. I don't know if I'm in love with it. I think I would get tired of it. But if you really want a salty, savory kind of small snack, these things are exactly that. A couple of these and I think you would be satisfied because the flavor is very intense because of the cheese mixed with the pepperoni. It was a fun thing to make. It was very easy to make. So I think it's a really good savory, salty snack. So remember, all the links are below. Definitely go check out all of these. If any of those recipes you wanted to try, I will see you guys in the next video. God bless. Okay, so this is the Did You Know portion, and this is a new segment that I'm adding at the end of my videos, and it's 3 things that you might not know. Sometimes it applies to the video and sometimes it doesn't. This time it actually does. So, first thing, oh, and the last thing is a little TMI, but I think it's important for you to know. So, number 1, if you're buying cheese, do not buy it already grated because they will add potato starch so it doesn't all stick together in the grocery store. Potato starch will add carbs. You don't want carbs. So buy it whole and grate it yourself. Number 2, this is an effect that I have found. Actually, the next 2 are effects since I've been doing keto. So number 2 is since I started keto, I am sleeping longer. If you guys have been with me any length of time, you know that I wake up like around 4:30. I'm not sleeping well. And since I started keto, I am telling you, I have to force myself out of bed at 6 o'clock. It's actually really nice. It's not that I'm tired. It's that it's allowing me to sleep longer. I don't know. I mean, I think it's the keto, but I'm very happy because I feel more rested. And number 3, this is kind of the TMI. Okay, so I had my gallbladder out 25 years ago. And I think because of that and keto, it makes you have like a runnier bowel movement. I've never said that on my channel. But it's true. I think it's because I don't have a gallbladder. So some people have said they've struggled with constipation. I have the opposite effect. So 3 very interesting things about keto.